The Ed Show, big finish tonight. You just never know when Sarah Palin is going to make a comeback. This time, it's the HBO film Game Change, and Republicans are already crying foul. The film focuses exclusively on Sarah Palin's sudden rise from an unknown governor to this.
This is Sarah.
American woman!
They say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick.
CNN has it even with Obama.
We can really win this thing.
Palin backers have attacked the film even before seeing it. Palin's website called it historical fiction, and her PAC has tried to raise money off the film. Palin told Fox News she won't be watching.
They're going to do what they can do to drum up their money. And those campaign staffers who essentially threw John McCain under the bus, I think that they should feel some shame and they should feel some embarrassment, because the movie is based on a false narrative, as you can see in the trailer.
I'm joined by the screenwriter and co-executive producer of Game Change, Danny Strong. Danny, nice to meet you.
Nice to
Great
meet you.
to have
well.
you.
Thank you so much.
Did you have fun on this assignment?
Oh, I had an amazing time on this assignment. You know, this is a great American story. I felt honored to get to write it.
What about Sarah Palin's comments?
Well, you know, I just disagree. I think the movie is completely accurate. I think it's completely true. It's based upon a book that was not refuted when it came out at the time. And I went out and I interviewed 25 people myself from the McCain-Palin campaign, specifically to make sure that the book was accurate. And 24 of those 25 people said, yes, the book is accurate.
What was the hardest part of doing this, putting it together and writing it?
Yeah, getting the story right, you know? I mean, HBO has this mandate when they do these types of films. You've got to get the story right. It's got to be true. It's got to be accurate. And that's why we did so many interviews. You know, besides the book Game Change, which 90% of the film is based on that, I read, you know, 6 other books, 100 articles, 100 magazine articles, and just did everything I could to get the facts.
What do you think movie viewers are going to come away with? What is really going to stick with them after they see this?
Well, I think 2 things. One, I think they're going to be surprised at how sympathetic they feel towards the position that Governor Palin was in, and how hard she worked, and how just unprepared she was for this really, really dramatic situation she was thrust into. And I think they're going to be shocked to what extent that she was unprepared for that job, and how she just seemed to be not the right person to be the vice presidential candidate at that time.
What's it say about our political process, about picking vice presidents?
It says that I think we need to think about governing before we think about winning.
I want to talk about the actors. Ed Harris, he looks like John McCain.
Sure, yeah, it's an amazing performance.
And how did he accept all of that?
Ed Harris?
Yeah, and did he really get into it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, he listened to all of John McCain's books on tape, and just seeing him every day get into the physicality, and he would stay somewhat in character in and out of, even when we weren't doing takes, it was really amazing to watch.
How about Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson's unbelievable.
Playing our friend Steve Schmidt.
Yeah, it's a tremendous performance. You know, everyone right now is talking about Julianne Moore and Ed Harris, and rightfully so, because they're so great. But once they see this movie and they see Steve Schmidt, they're going to be pretty blown away by him.
One of the Palin staffers who attacked the movie actually offered to be a consultant on the movie. What about that?
Yeah, it was really unusual. You know, he reached out to me after I interviewed him. He sent me an email saying that it was based on a book that he felt was accurate, and then asked if he could be a consultant on the project. And then a year later, he's attacking us. He's attacking the book, and I was very surprised by that.
Do you think this will damage Sarah Palin for any political future at all?
Well, you know, I think the people who love Sarah Palin are always going to love Sarah Palin, and nothing's ever going to change that. And the people that, aren't fans of Sarah Palin, I don't think anything's going to change that. So our goal wasn't to influence people's opinions one way or the other. It was to talk about the system of how we elect our presidents.
Was this one of your most rewarding projects?
Oh, I think it's the most rewarding thing I've worked on so far. It was a really fantastic project, and it's a great story, and it's a crazy story, you know? This really happened. It really did happen.
HBO tomorrow night.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Danny Strong, I'm a fan. Great to have you with us tonight.
That.
Thanks so much. That's The Ed Show. I'm Ed Schultz. You can listen to me on Sirius XM Radio Channel 127, where I do all those commercials Monday through Friday from noon to 3 p.m. You can follow me on Twitter at Ed Show and like The Ed Show on Facebook.